And today in Uncle Patrick's Garage of Horrors. RapidBike Easy. What is it? It's a cardboard box. Jesus, my humor is shit today. Okay, remember when I said that when you modify your bike, you take out the catalyst, free flow exhaust, different air filter, the stock ECU can only compensate so much. Chances are your bike will be running lean. Couple that with the new Euro 4, it will definitely run lean. So this is where this little thing comes in. In essence, it is an ECU tuner, what you know from the motor vehicles. A piggyback chip, I would call it, or a backseat driver. Because this thing doesn't circumvent the ECU, it basically says you're useless, you're not doing it right, this is how you should be doing. Husbands around the world say, yeah, I know that feeling. Right. Shall we open it? Yeah, let's. Nice little box. Ooh. Now this unit is specifically for KTM because of the two connectors. This unit doesn't involve itself in the ECU too much, meaning injection, air filter ratio, that's higher grade stuff. This one only goes to the lambda sensors or the O2 sensors. Yes, that means I had to reinstall my O2 sensors to use this thing. C'est la vie. A friend of mine used this already. He said fuel efficiency improved, the grunt in the lower ranges also improved. It was a different bike. Well, hey, I don't believe in hearsay, so. How much did it cost? 2,950 Rand. There's carry the one. So it's what, 129.99 US dollars, if it works. So this is what it is. Yeah. That's pretty much everything. The housing is injection molded plastic. Looks like it's been squeezed or retracted when it cooled. So, two settings. So, pretty idiot proof, all things considered. What else can we get? Nothing. Oh. The harness. So, for two O2 sensors, plenty of cabling, looks easy. This red sticker denotes that this goes on the first O2 sensor, so the front one. Front, which way? If you're sitting on the bike or are you looking at it? Yeah, we'll figure it out. You know me. If it blows up, you only spent your time on the YouTube video. Ooh, a plastic cover. Now, the dealer said that this stuff is waterproof. Give or take. What else? Velcro to mount the unit somewhere. Velcro on a motorcycle? Cable tie. I don't understand, why do people give stickers with their products? It's like Climb, Alpine Stars, you get all these funky stickers. I mean, how many top boxes do you have to stick this on? I mean, how badly scratches your bike if you need so many stickers? Yeah. And that's it. Instruction manual. I don't know about you, but this could have been a PDF or at least be in color. Yeah, I know, spoiled brat. Let's go. So, I'm assuming it's hugely impossible to do this by my lonesome, so locate O2, disconnect, connect, connect. So this thing actually draws its power from the O2 sensors, not even the battery. Okay, so we don't even have to splice. What's next? How to set it up. LED off, not powered. Really? Powered, O2 sensor cold, LED flashing powered. Okay. And then you've got Ducati, Honda, KTM. All models. Huh, I guess KTM's are easy to program. 1 plus 2. So this section denotes the fueling, and this is some sort of magic. Turn on the ignition. Okay, what else? That's it. Wow, that's actually kind of simple. What tools do we need? Cable ties, cutter, cable ties, silicone grease. That's just for the connectors, so they slide in easier and no moisture can penetrate. You know, the good stuff. You can also use normal lube, but that's up to you. Oh, and very important, coffee. Let's go. So, the wiring harness, this will sit there, and here are the two O2 sensor plugs. The first one, if you remember the other videos, here's the one for the rear, so that's one. And the other one sits right there. Okay, so just under the tank. Mind you, foresight, I moved mine further back so it's easier to get a hold of. And just for those who don't know, this would be the lambda sensor or O2 sensor. Okay, that's on the pipe. Right, so after some faffing and considerations, I figured installing it here might be a bad idea, because once the settings are in, why bother? And then there's here. There's actually a steel bracket. I don't know what that was supposed to hold. Maybe the suspension hold. I don't know. Maybe they're from the normal 1190. Where the fuse boxes sit. Yeah, we'll put it here. Plus extra cable we can tie off. There's plenty of space. Okay, so we'll need more tools. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Must come off. Must loosen. Must come off. Let's get to it. This land is my land. This land is my land. Fuck off, Whitey. We don't want you here. Leave all your money and fuck off back to Europe. This land is my land, not yours anymore. What am I singing? It's the new South African anthem. Say it with me. While we're in here... Okay, the plugs have been done on the front. Just put a bit of masking tape because these wires are very thin and they could bounce around. Cable tie them into place, so they should be safe. The back sensor was even easier. The existing harness clips that one, and there's another one to hold the same sort of plug. So those are snug, cable tied, out of the way. And now we just have to route this with the unit. And unfortunately, because it is winter in South Africa, the engine is already cool. So we're gonna see what this thing does. But before I even get there, yeah, I have to re-put it on phone. Anyway, in case you're interested, my snorkel socks have been doing a great job. Looks fantastic. I even, because I went to the track day, replaced the uni filter with a K&N. Not bad. How these bugs got in there, though, that is a miracle of note. Never mind. Great filter, though. Performance-wise, it breathes easier, better acceleration, but the uni filter is there to stop all the dust from coming in. I'm gonna need another cup of coffee. Wiring, everything is good. There's the unit. It's going to fit right there. Tank is back on. Everything is just side panels need to be put on. Let's see what happens. Okay, blinking means O2 sensor is cold. Are we in gear? No. So let's fire it up. Let's see what happens. we confirm, light is on, everything seems to be working. So let's put everything back together, and looks like we got a bit of sunshine, bit of extra dust and waterproofing, you know, being pedantic. All right, full disclosure time. Half an hour in the saddle, highway, mixed roads. What does it feel like? Okay, bearing in mind, I swapped out the K&N filter with the uni filter, so air intake is a little bit more reduced, so there should be less horsepower coming from the engine. That being said, what does it feel like? Is it going to knock your socks off? Not really. Do you feel a difference? Yes. The bike is more responsive. I would say the last time I had this with the bike was when I was at sea level. We are currently in Johannesburg, that's very high above sea level, so it runs lean, not enough power. So this unit, this little piggyback thing, has smoothed that out. Throttle response. I was actually quite happy keeping her in one gear lower than usual because, okay, hard to explain, but usually on this KTM when you pushed a gear, it went up, 4,000, 5,000, sounded labored, so if you wanted to cruise, you shifted up one gear. With this unit, it doesn't sound like that, or in first gear, it always, you know, going to 20, 30 kilometers an hour, it was like it's cresting a hill and then it continues. Also, not there anymore, so this thing is not snake oil. I suppose you could only get better performance with a power commander or maybe a full ECU replacement unit. To be fair, look, I'm still surprised what it can do. I don't expect to save much fuel with it, but cruising long distance, I have a feeling I may get past the 300 kilometer range. We will see when I do the trip in Swaziland in August, coming next month. Otherwise, throttle response also a little bit better, crisper. Usually I wrung the neck out of the handlebar before this thing floored itself forward. Now, I would say you don't even have to pin it, you just slightly open it and it's a lot more responsive. So again, a positive thing. Will it, bottom line, does the price of roughly 3,000 Rand make it worth it? Depends. Results may vary. KTM, what it's done to this machine now, is an improvement. Look, it's not a negative, it's an improvement. And I'm certain if I put the K&N filter into it, the throttle and the power response will be very noticeably better. But again, this thing fits Ducatis, Hondas, etc. So it may help. I don't know. This is just my personal experience. Other than that, what else is there left to say except if it tickles your fancy in that certain way, go, fit it. It's easy enough to do, I've shown you how, and if this talking idiot can do it, I'm pretty sure you can do it in your sleep. Install time came up to, I would say 3 hours, but that's because I cleaned the intake filters, swapped out the air filter, lubed, cleaned the fuel lines, checked the electric points, rerouted everything, so give or take. Look, if you really wanted to say you could do it in half an hour, locate the plug, and put it back where your tool case is without going into the side. You're welcome. Later.